Hi guys, bali we have already discussed last video yung paggamit ng distrust algorithm, no? For us to solve for a shortest route problem na mathematical siya. Yan. For now, for operations research 2, I will be teaching you another method in solving shortest route problems or network problems. Pwede shortest route, pwede ding minimal span, yan, using a dynamic programming approach. Yan. Yan. For now, we'll be discussing decomposition of networks for us to solve linear programming problem. To solve the problem by dynamic programming, we first decompose it into stages and delineated by the vertical dashed lines so that we can carry out computation for each stage separately. Yan. Yun daw, original problem natin, like for example, we have this kind of we have this kind of simple problem. We could solve it using dynamic programming to get the shortest distance from node 1 to node 7 using a dynamic programming approach na backward computation. We could decompose or we could divide this actual network into certain kinds of stages para natin siya ma-solve. Later, we will be solving this original problem using the OR2 approach ngayon. Pero for now, para mas madali maintindihan, bigay muna tayo ng isang simple example. From this problem daw, we could decompose it or we could divide it para siya ay maging ganito. We could divide it or we could divide the network into several kinds of or several stages para ma-solve natin siya into step-by-step process. Always remember na yung ating magiging hati ay always, kalimitan ay yung mga intersection points. Yan. Doon malimit nagkakaroon ng hati-hati sa intersection points. Hindi ba pwede yung hati nyo i-paislant or so on and so forth. Yan. Para mas madali, let's solve it muna. Let's solve this problem using decomposition para hindi malito. Say for example, we have a simple problem, yan nga, yun nasa taas. Paano ba sir yung hinahati? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin na hinahati siya? Ibig ko lang yung aking face. Para ba siya hinahati, sir? For us to divide it, ang galing ko muna. Yeah. For us to divide it, it's a good way to start it from back to front. Paatras tayo para mas madali. Kasi on some other books or on some theories or different kinds of steps, we could start it using forward pass and we'd start it on using backward pass. And I prefer using backward pass kasi mas madali siya for me and I hope sa inyo din. First stage is syempre yung original, di ba? First stage is yung original. For us to start, we need to create several kinds of values in a table. Gagawa daw tayo ng table na may F7, F6, F5 hanggang F1. Kung siya ay F1, F2, kung siya ay FA, FB, FC, di ganyan na inyong gagawin. No? Yan. Let's create a certain table. Yan. Siyempre, ang distance or ang nakalagay sa F values, always remember is a distance. Yan. Ang F distance or ang value sa 7 is 0 kasi wala pa tayo nagiging distance na natatravel. Yan. Ang sunod nating cut could be this portion, this first portion, kagaya nito. This could be our first cut. Paano ang gagawin ngayon sa first cut na ito? You will now be thinking kung ano ba yung mga distances from that point mula doon sa pinanggalingan. Diba ito na yung pinanggalingan natin ngayon? Ibig sabihin, for you to get to F5, for you to get to node 5, you need to walk or you need to have a distance of 9. Or we could say, you could get it by 9 from node 7. Yun nasa loob ng parenthesis, yun ay from node 7. Kasi, nakakalito kasi pag kasi hindi tayo naka-letter, naka-numbers tayo. Kunyari, node 9, for example, 9 meters from node 7. Yan. Then, for you to get to node 6, you need to walk 6. Yan. 6 from node 7. Diba? Medyo madali lang siya. Yan. Let's now continue the path. Continue natin. Branch, ulit tayo? Cut ulit tayo ng section. Yan. Sunod, the next cut could be, diba, delete tayo kanina. Ito na ngayon yung ikakat natin. Nandito na tayo ngayon. Aalamin niyo ngayon kung ano yung mga distances na pinagagalingan nito, value na ito, sa mga values na ito. Paano ba yun? Medyo nakakalito. Let's start kasi paurong tayo eh. 7, 6, 5. Di mag-start tayo sa 4. C4, pag paurong siya, galing siya kay 5 at galing siya kay 6. Diba? As you could see. Galing siya kay 5 at galing siya kay 6. For you to get F4, si F4 daw is yung minimum value ng distance nito at yung function nito. Ulitin natin. Ang value daw ni F4 is 7 plus yung value ni F5 or 13 plus yung value ni F6. Diba? Kung alin daw mas maliit doon, yun daw yung ating pipiliin. If you convert it into an equation, F4 is equivalent to the minimum value of 7 plus kung ano yung F5, diba? Or 13 kung ano yung F6. Diba? Kung alin daw yung mas maliit sa kanila, yung minimum dun sa dalawa. Meaning to say, if we convert it, siya ay pwede maging 7 plus 9. Saan galing sir yung 9? Kasi dito siya. Ang F5 ay 9. At si 13 plus F6, ang F6 ay 6. Kaya 13 plus 6. If we get it using addition, ang value niya ay 16 at 19. Ang pipiliin natin ay yung smallest value. Kasi minimum eh. Diba? Meaning, F4 is equivalent to 16. Kasi yun yung pinakamaliit eh. Saan galing si 16? Titinan nyo ngayon kung saan siya galing. Diba? So, you could see here, 16, 19. Si 16 galing siya kay F5. Meaning, we could get it to 16 from 5. 16 from node 5. Sana nagigets. Continue tayo. Kay node 3 naman tayo. For you to get node 3, dalawa lang yung pinanggalingan yan. It could be 3 to 5, or galing siya kay 5 at galing siya kay 6 ulit. Yan. Ibig sabihin, F3 is equivalent to 8 plus F5 or 9 plus F6. Diba? F3 is equivalent to 8 plus F5, 8 plus F5 plus 9, or 9 plus F6. Pag sinubstitute natin itong dalawang values na to, we could get 8 plus 9 and 9 plus 6. Meaning to say, 8 plus 9 is 17 and 9 plus 6 is 15. Our F3 value is 15. Ang value natin ng F3 ay 15 kasi siya yung mas maliit sa dalawa. Meaning to say, si F3 ay 15 coming from F6 or 15 coming from 6. Yan, sana po hindi nalilito. Then, ang sunod is 2. F2 naman. For you to get F2, iisa naman yung pinanggalingan yan. We could say that F2 is equivalent to 12 plus F5. Diba? Kasi iisa lang naman siya eh. Ibig sabihin, 12 plus F5. And our F5 is 9. Diba? Ito yun. Meaning, we could get it from F2 is equivalent to 21. 21 coming from 5. Yan. Diba? After nyan, after natin gawin yan, copy ulit natin. Yan. Nandito na tayo. Yan, nawala. Dito na tayo. Diba? Copy ulit natin to. Yan. Let's now continue. F1 na tayo ngayon. So, si F1 ay galing sa tatlong nodes. F1 could be equivalent to 7 plus F2, 8 plus F3, and 5 plus F4. Diba? 7 plus F2, 8 plus F3, 5 plus F4. It's better for you to create this kind of table para hindi nakakalito. Tsaka lagyan nyo ng mga from. Kasi gagamitin natin yan mamaya. Meaning to say, F1 is equivalent to 7 plus F2, 8 plus F3, at 5 plus F4. Substituting the values from the table, we could get the values of F1 is equivalent to 7 plus 21, 8 plus 15, at 5 plus 16. Simplifying, we could get F1 is equivalent to the minimum value of 28, 21, and 23, and 21. Meaning to say, our F1 value is 21. Saan galing si 21? Track nyo lang from 4. Yan. After nyan, So, para saan siya, sir? If you will be thinking, ano po yung importance niyan, you could now get the shortest route. Pag nadaanan na natin siya lahat at may value na lahat yung ating table, makukuha na natin yung shortest route. Paano natin makukuha yung shortest route? Parang dito, may arrows tayo. Dito, di ba? You could also get it from here. Yan, para hindi nakakalito. Let's start with 1 to 7, di ba? We need to get the shortest route from node 1 to node 7. We could get it from C1 daw ay galing kay 4. Di ba? Kita nyo? Ayan. C4, ano C4? C4 ay galing kay 5. 1, 4, 5. Tapos si 5 daw, wait nga lang, nag-iibang value. Tignan natin. 1, 4, 5. Tapos, si 5 daw ay galing sa, si 5 daw ay galing kay 7. Sabihin, 1, 4, 7 ang ating route. Diba? As you can see. Yan. Then, if you will be counting, ang ating daw node ay from 1, yan, delete natin ito. From 1 to 4 to 5, 7. So, let's consider this path. Meaning to say daw, ang ating daw shortest route from 1 to 7 is 1, 4, 5, 7. So, you could see, simple lang naman siya, kaya kita na natin agad kung alin yung shortest route, di ba? But, by using dynamic programming's, cutting the network by stages, and using backward pass, we now got that the shortest route is 1, 4, 5, 7. Let's count it. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. Meaning to say, ang ating shortest route ay 21 units. As you could see also, kung ano yung value dito, kung ano yung value niya dito sa F1, or doon sa pinaka-pinanggalingan, yun yung dapat total number of units natin. Pag hindi equal itong 21 na ito, dito, sa ating pag kinumpute nyo yung total, there's something wrong with your computation. Yan. Diba? Ulitin natin. Kinat siya into several areas. Diba? Kinat siya into several areas. Tapos, sinolve yung mga values niya. Normal formula is the distance plus yung value ng node. Distance plus value ng node. Then, we got the minimum value. From this, we got the shortest route by 21 units of 1, 4, 5, 7. On the next video, I will be presenting to you how did we solve the previous problem using this method. Thank you guys.